Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the football betting series here on YouTube. We've got a special episode. It's the Carabao Cup final as Chelsea play Liverpool. I'm not going to beat around the bush and we're going to get straight into the picks. But if you did like today's video, please drop a like down below and subscribe to the channel for more content. Without further ado, let's get into it. The first team to take a look at is Chelsea, and let's see how they arrived at the final. In the first round, they were drawn against AFC Wimbledon of League One and narrowly squeaked past them by 2-1. Okay, when we look at the stats, they did dominate, but they did also allow 10 shots against an opponent with only 16% possession. A bit of a rocky start for the Blues, but they did press on to the next round. And it's this next round against Brighton and Hove Albion where they really should have gone out. The Seagulls had more possession, more shots, and passed Chelsea to death, but it was Nicholas Jackson who sealed the winner for the Blues against the run of play. Chelsea were quite fortunate, but then they did proceed to the next round. In the next round, they played against Blackburn, and Chelsea looked like a Premiership side once again. They won by 2-0 and dominated the lower level opposition, so well done, Chelsea. Fair win, and you're through to the next round. The quarterfinals saw Chelsea square up against Newcastle, a side that really struggles away from home, at least this season. In the Premier League, Newcastle have won just 3 of their 12 games away from St James's Park. That's a 25% winning record. However, Chelsea failed to win the game in normal time, and the tie needed to be settled by a penalty shootout. Chelsea scored all 4 of their spot kicks to proceed to the next round, the semi-finals. In the semi-finals, they played against Middlesbrough, and after losing 1-0 at the Riverside Stadium, Chelsea turned things around in the second leg, winning by 6-1. So when we recap their recent cup run, Chelsea have kind of stumbled into this final. They've only won 4 of their 6 games in normal time, and they've only faced 2 Premiership sides, one of which can't buy a win on the road, and the other one really should have knocked Chelsea out in the second round. Taking a look at some of the Carabao Cup numbers, Chelsea are the 20th highest scoring side in the competition, averaging 1.75 goals per game. This number drops off closer to 1.25 when you remove the 6 goals that they scored in the second leg against Middlesbrough. Whereas Liverpool, they're the 4th highest scoring side with 2.6 goals per game. Speaking of Liverpool, here's how the Reds reached the final. In the first round of the Cup, Liverpool were handed a less than straightforward tie as they faced off against Leicester, who are currently top of the Championship. But really, Liverpool made them look like a League Two side. The Reds had nearly 60% of the ball and outshot the Foxes 29-4. 10 of those 29 efforts were on goal. Their second game was a much more evenly contested match against Bournemouth, but it took a 70th minute Darwin Nunez goal to see the Reds through to the next round. In the third round, they played against West Ham, and it was more shades of the Leicester game. 67% of possession for Liverpool. They took 29 shots compared to West Ham's 2, 11 shots of which were on target, producing 5 goals. The only potential drawback and negative that we could focus on for Liverpool is they did allow 1 of their 2 shots to go in, as they won the game 5-1. In the semi-finals, Liverpool were drawn off against Fulham, and it took 2 goals in as many minutes in the first round before drawing the second leg 1-1 for them to go through. That broke Liverpool's perfect record of winning within the 90 minutes. However, they didn't strictly need to win the second leg of the semi-finals and had already done the job to get through. So to recap, Liverpool beat the top side in the Championship and faced off against 3 Premier League sides. The only time they failed to win was following a first leg victory in the semi-finals. Now, it's not the most challenging of runs, but it's definitely a stronger level of competition than Chelsea faced. When we look at the head-to-head records, Liverpool won the last meeting by 4-1 in a game in which they utterly dominated. Liverpool took 28 shots to Chelsea's 4 and had an XG almost 6 times higher than the London side. Liverpool had 2.9 XG compared to Chelsea's 0.58. What will really frighten Chelsea fans is that Mo Salah wasn't even on the pitch. That result meant that Chelsea have failed to beat Liverpool in each of the last 8 meetings between the two sides. In terms of my prediction, I'm leaning towards Liverpool to win. They have the better side on paper and have a better team spirit, and of course they're going to want to win some silverware for not only themselves but for Jurgen Klopp too. For Chelsea, I don't think they really know their best lineup, and whilst they're going to want to win, I doubt they have the ability and the camaraderie to get it done in the clutch. I'm keen to take Liverpool to win in the 90 minutes at about even money, but I will err on the side of caution and do Liverpool to win the cup at 1.65 for a full stake.